Federal government share dropped to 10% as sub-nationals get a very big slice of the allocation. Lagos now in the lead with 111 billion naira VAT allocation inside the month of January. But you go need to enter the Punch, make you for read all of that to resabi the full gist them. APC don't inaugurate state local government executives after their consensus elections and congresses them. Federal government don't ban cash tax collection. You cannot collect tax now for cash. And then all of those putting roadblock to collect revenue. Government don't ban them, they again. For matter of baby factory, one husband and wife who own those state don't collect 14 years in prison as punishment. River State House of Assembly don't begin now to the torchlight the 9 commissioner nominees where Fubara sent to them. You go see all of this and many more inside the Punch newspaper of today. The Vanguard can come up next. Inside the Vanguard, Joint Revenue Board don't ban roadblocks for tax and levy collection. On 2027, governors them where they leave their party to go join APC, say they don't they tight their hand as APC now don't get new state chairmans. Tinubu don't nominate Oyedele as new finance minister of state. Say under Wetin we they see, that's under the surface. Come and see how Cross River girls they trapped for Côte d'Ivoire on top say that they do sex trade. That now one report where you go need to see inside the Vanguard newspaper. For the Gbasgbos inside the Middle East, houses, factories, na affect pass as price of fuel don't increase. You go see some small tori wey follow that big guns there. VAT, that Navalo added tax, say the money where they make from it have increased 34% to 6.4 trillion naira inside 9 months. Even as a company income tax also increased 48% to 7.72 trillion naira. On 2027 presidency, Fintiri don't come out now. They say, look, no northerner supposed to come out to even drag that position. On El-Rufai case, DSS don't grab and hand over 5 security officers, give ICPC. Finally, for front of the Vanguard, MDCN, will be Jambodio for medical people, don't suspend Chief Medical Director, 2 other doctors over the death of Chimamanda, pikin. All of that and more inside the Vanguard newspaper. The Nation can come out now and say Senate don't get the nomination of Oyedele to become a minister. Fintiri said to me and Atiku don't they separated. We have let his son go. Bodija explosion victims don't they lament, say what happened to them, nobody answered them, nobody take care of them, they just abandoned them. Lagos airport, toll gates, automation, hold up, they continue, but you go need to enter the Nation to know what in that one be. For the security, Giaga, when El-Rufai been land back the country, they don't grab 5 people where they go touchlight their matter. Federal government don't ban collection of taxes, levies on the highways. APC don't elect chairmans we go run their party inside states. And for Benue, now parallel congresses, now 2 different congress, now in come up. Nigerians for inside the Middle East don't begin now to send call back to country. They are sending distress calls, say they need help as government don't stop any waka for pilgrim. For now, the pilgrims now don't hang for inside Lagos. Still for inside the Nation, Medical Council don't suspend 3 doctors over the death of Chimamanda small baby. All of that and more inside the Nation newspaper of today. The Daily Trust can come up, and inside the Daily Trust, Gombe APC don't adopt President Tinubu as their only presidential candidate in 2027. All the APC congresses, so then line up for the back of Tinubu, saying Tinubu now they give their carry go. Businesses they cry, he read, sake of say quench of light, what they call blackout, no light, they continue. Federal government don't suspend Christian pilgrimage over the Igiaga for the Middle East. Tinubu don't nominate Oyedele as Minister of State for Finance. And on El-Rufai matter, DSS don't detain security agents on top accusations say they collect bribe. All of that in the Daily Sun newspaper. Now you go for Siam. The Daily Independent can say Tinubu named tax expert Oyedele as Minister of State for Finance, and they don't transfer Anita Uzoka to become Minister of State for Budgets and National Planning. Still inside the Daily Independent, ADC asks federal government to stop selective justice against El-Rufai and Malami. Federal government don't formalize the tax implementation for Nigeria informal economy, and the target say now 7% growth. Then go they get every year, and then go be the pathway to the $1 trillion economy where they seek to achieve. Nigeria VAT don't hit 2.28 trillion naira in third quarter of 2025, increased 10.66% if you compare quarter on quarter. Number of people who don't die for Lassa fever don't reach 75, as the way the thing they kill don't increase to 23%. Tinubu don't order, may they arrange quick funding to maintain national space assets them. Medical Council don't suspend 3 doctors over the death of Chimamanda pikin. Federal government suspend pilgrimage to Israel sake of all of the Middle East Giaga. And on the US-Israel attack on Iran, petrol don't increase, 960 naira for liter inside Abuja, and another 35 naira for liter inside Lagos. Risk managers don't they talk say see the impact waiting they see for front how this Iran war will take affect Nigeria. Last for front of the Daily Independent, Rivers State Assembly don't invite Fubara Commissioner nominees to come for screening. Enter the Daily Independent, you will enjoy all of that and plenty more. The Nigerian Tribune can say Tinubu nominate Oyedele as Minister of State for Finance, and they don't move Uzoka Anite to Ministry of Budget and National Planning. Lassa fever don't affect 18 states and 28 health workers now they affected from that disease. APC governors don't stand gym as party don't pick their state executives. Ayedatiwa in loyalist de Toile for how the Wakate go before deputy governor don't become Oyo Chiamo. Akume Aliyah then produce parallel escorts. Some they support Akume, some they support Aliyah inside Benue State. Enugu Delta governors don't pick before PDP Chiamo to lead APC. Edo don't give Ushomole automatic ticket to Senate. For the palava inside the Middle East, NCPC don't put anything about pilgrimage to Jerusalem now on hold for the time being. NAFDAC, they defend why then they ban sachet alcohol, because according by them, now that alcohol, they cause all this banditry, kidnapping, and all of the Giaga inside the country. Conservative Anglican group don't elect rival leader inside Abuja. DSS don't grab 5 security operatives over the one with the no fee arrest El-Rufai for Abuja airport, and the before governor $1 billion naira rights case against ICPC and others no go ahead. ADC they demand say make them stop selective justice, say let there be transparency for how they torchlight El-Rufai and Malami. And for the body matter report inside the Nigerian Tribune, say they don't bring a single medicine where you fit take a day, and say that now feel replace, all of that confusing HIV medicine requirements for older patients. But enter inside the Nigerian Tribune, make you for touchlight everything when I don't carry can give you so. And as we leave the front pages of newspapers, we could bring you some sports. As Punch Sports Extra start with say FIFA just deep in mouth, they just quiet on top waiting be Nigeria fit. 99 days to the World Cup. Onwatru don't score the 20th goal of the season. Arokodare say, EPL, they harder than I expected. Babajide inspires Falcons to a 3-1 win. Lampard, they blame Onyeka injury on tiredness. NWFL club confirms, say truly, they don't kidnap one of them players. Palma go cost United £150 million. Pep, they support Arsenal set pieces tactics. United fans, they rate Carrick high after the way it takes start for Old Trafford, and they don't the answer that Naim go be the next Ferguson. Abeloa, they blame Mastantuono after Getafe defeat. Company wants Osimhen to replace Kane for Bayern. Liverpool, they plan Olise Diomande swoop. Mamouche open to Barcelona move. AFN Golden League, Ezeako Odinaka, complete clean sprint sweep. And Ronaldo don't leave Saudi inside of all of the Middle East, Igiaga. ACL don't tear rules. ACL tear don't make sure say Rodrigo no go for the World Cup. All of this and more inside the Punch Sports Extra newspaper of today. All you guys to do now to try get at least one of these papers, make you for know the full gist, stay informed, make your own for no lost. And then make a date with us again tomorrow, same time, same station, for another edition of the front pages of newspapers. But right now, big stories inside the program, they come up next. No go anywhere. Welcome back. Yes, so if you know they're with us now for our YouTube and our Facebook, you're on a long thing. So make sure say they're with us live every day for YouTube, for Facebook at Christ Said Radio TV. And as the program they go on, you want to yarn the color of your belly, you want to weigh in, if you go the comment section, make you talk as it take, they do you. Or you meet us for WhatsApp on top 0906 891 8345. We're also there on other social media platforms at Christ Said Radio TV. If you want to join us through the radio portal, just go our website www.christsaidradiotv.com and we'll go together, take the relate, they enjoy ourselves. Now, make we bring you back inside the studio where my Oga at the top, Sabi man on top to persistence for we will say we go understand the inside studio with us to take waka this morning. Kola Wale Omoni, good morning.
Good morning, Princess.
Happy midweek to you, sir.
Same to you.
And thank you. Say you make a date with us here again today.
Thank you too.
Okay, so before yesterday end, news burst out say Oga Presido Bola Ahmed Tinubu don't carry the chairman of the Presidential Committee on Top Fiscal Policy and Tax Reform, Taiwo Oyedele, take nominate him to become Minister of State for Finance. Thereby, he go collect the work from the hand of Doris Anite Uzoka, where then they carry go for Minister of State for Budgets and National Planning. And according to them, this is now the third position where the woman they hold inside Tinubu cabinet so far. But now, coming back to the nomination, Oga Presido say the reason why they carry Oga Oyedele now because of in Sabines how they do accounting, how they do because the guy like is an economist, accountant, public policy expert, do work where he change our Nigeria tax system. And if you even see the news today, they say VAT is huge, capital income tax is huge, the amount where they share to state, local governments and federal is huge, all of that. So, do you think it is part of, say, truly the guys sabi work, or say, now still how some people now don't they look at in people, now they put position?
Yeah, I think maybe the two things where you've been talk, I come to play, you understand, because if you are in a country where we don't already conclude, say, the moment you are from a certain region, you go need to pack people from that particular location. The trend now is almost continuing from a Buhari government, and we are seeing it right now too. Many Nigerians go definitely conclude, say, this one are nepotism, this one are this and that. The moment I saw that story yesterday, now where my mind go be that. Say, oh, then go talk, especially in a situation whereby Doris, where they there, the region where she been come from, you understand.
Yeah.
And again, if you want to talk about competency, you can give this man that one day there. Not because of the tax where they impose on Nigerians, say make them they pay. When you see this man, they talk, they analyze things, even if you hate him, at that particular time when they engage you, you go appreciate him. If you don't like him face, you go appreciate him. For instance, I remember the Igiaga where governors been they get with him on top of tax matter and National Assembly. But the day where this man engage all of them, they say, you for don't they thought this one since all this one now? Why you can't subject the entire process to rumor? That's the kind of person where him be that. When you see him talking, you will be so convinced, say, this person know they do guesswork. Now waiting in Sabi. You understand? Yes. If you now ask me, is it that kind of this person we need for our system to work well in the country, for our country to move forward? Yes, is the answer. We need them. Again, if you now check the situation of how our mindset day towards appointment in the country, where they always they lopsided, it go appear to be like, say, they fair to some certain region. If we now leave moral ground, we leave competency, we talk about law. Does Oga Presido get that right to appoint anybody regardless of location? He get the right to do that. So it now depends on the side of the coin, how it dey pepper person or how it dey sweet some other person, now they go take react to this particular move. But when we're talking about competency, many of the people we don't dey talk since yesterday, they all agree, say this man, they competent. Yes. And that's supposed to be a system we're supposed to build. But where the challenge they we say, the same way we get this man right now, and it's coming from a certain location, we get them in other locations too. So if you want to be fair to all, it's just for you to under your torchlight in the darkness where they are, look for those people and make sure you balance the equation with the current mindset where we get new. Because for me, I would prefer all cabinet member of Oga Presido to be Ikechuku, but make I feel comot well without accident on the road, no potholes. Make I feel do things the way I supposed to do, and make I feel sleep with my 2 eyes, no insecurity problem. Make I feel say, I need electricity, I get them. I need water, I get them. Road network, everything intact. I will prefer all Ikechukus. I will prefer all callers. I will prefer all Abbas or all Aishas to be in that manner. But in a polarized society like we have right now, where the same politician where they do this thing, now them still import that, now them still inject that ethnicity mentality in us, people go definitely complain about it. God then go tell you, say, no be only one particular side of the region, now it's supposed to they rule. Again, one of the points where then go give, we say, then go talk, say, the law talks, say, before you go be declared, say, you be president of the country, you must have some certain percentage of votes. Meaning, say, you cannot become a president if only Southwest cast all their votes and you get 100 million votes against your contender will get 1 million votes. You can still not become a president of a country without touching all these other 5 geopolitical zones. So if you get that, if you need them that much during election, whatever you are doing to, you're supposed to take note of it. If you claim, oh, there are some certain positions, you cannot leave it anyhow to some certain people. We know those some positions too, where we say you just need people that are also probably intelligent. but not that to whatever that you put there. The move, no bad, but the way Nigerians could definitely react to it, especially with the fact that many of the appointments before now, we don't see Yoruba, the same way we did see during Buhari government, where we did see more of a northerners that time. So, to them, they go think like say, they fair to them. For instance, on top of that alone now, as a result of these tax reforms, they thought say we get 1 trillion.08, meaning it's just 1 month that they started.
January.
By the time they sustain the effort, they will get more. They might even end up getting close to 15 trillion in a year, only on VAT alone. And we've not been hearing, even though we know say this thing will still come back to Nigerians and what have you. So what we are saying in essence is that money alone, if not 100%, we take care of like 80% of our capital projects in a year. Where then they always claim, say they no get money to implement. So if you have that kind of person, it no go bad if you promote them from being a chairman of a mere committee to be a minister of state. And again, people go talk, say minister of state, it's all right, figurehead. But I'm not seeing this guy like that.
Yes, even this one, they actually give my own share. In short, they say as Minister of State for Finance, they expect, say, Oyedele go oversee implementation of the tax reform where he champion. They say especially as government now, they still find out to improve revenue generation and also make sure, say, the economy changes them, they more and more deep. And even yesterday too, I listened to one of our national TVs, they were specific, say, go be like those ones where they say Minister of State, no, they do anything, saying own, they actually like tell them where to go and how to do.
Yes, I'm not even seeing him like that too. Meaning say if you get what it takes, you get better thing for upstairs, you can also be useful as a minister of state. But especially in a situation whereby, because when they say finance yesterday, the next thing people would be there say, Wale, what happened? This, that. You understand? So, but in a situation whereby they feel like, say, you sabi this thing, now your area, when it has to do with taxation, meaning I'm not sure whether I don't go no and pass on. So in that context, is another way of even learning from this move where federal government be make now. Make the same federal government learn from it. If you get reasonable appointment, where be say, now person, carry medical doctor, may go to take care of a labor union matter, we no read for school, we don't know anything about them. I'm referencing Igige now. You understand? If you put people, give them reasonable portfolio where they can perform maximally, it go make them to work. And again, it go make you, when they give them the assignment, to design their assignment for them. To give them mandate, give them time frame, give them the area where the scope of their work, give it to them. Don't just say, okay, maybe when the main minister no dey around, if he represent them. The moment you do that, it means say you don't even want them to do anything. The same way that they do to deputy or vice president or whatever the case. So, like in his own case now, they don't already design his role. Can we have this kind of definition for all ministers of state? Don't just keep them as a figurehead. For instance now, how many Nigerians will know about this minister of state where they carry come up from finance? I doubt.
I've never ever heard
I heard the name for the first time yesterday.
And 3 portfolios so far.
You understand?
Shock me, sir.
So if that not the case, Wetin she they bring on board? Is it just to become a minister? Is it because of our guy will be real minister of finance? Now they overshadow whatever she's doing. Sometimes some of these guys, now them they even do the work on the ground. But now the Oga they take the glory. But when you design Wetin all of them go do for them, at least everybody go get an appraiser to say, okay, we asked you to do this. In the last 1 year, you have been able to achieve that. So I won't say because I'm not hearing this woman now, I won't conclude there to say she's not performing. She might even be the arrowhead of person where they do the work at the ministry. But because nobody she be the main minister of finance, nobody hear anything about her. So they need to correct it to make sure, say, they give them specific role and you now be able to track their record to know, oh, I ask you to do this thing in the next 2 years. You have been able to achieve that. With that one, we have good governance.
Okay, with that one we'll get good governance. But make I just give you a little information about Oga Taiwo Oyedele. He's actually 50 years old and he comes from Ondo State. From trajectory, he went to Yaba College of Technology, where he gets HND for accountancy and finance. Before he come move to Oxford Brookes University, go get BSc for applied accounting. He also finished in executive education programs for London School of Economics, Yale University, the Gordon Institute of Business Science, and even the Harvard Kennedy School. Oyedele spent 22 years for PricewaterhouseCoopers, PwC. He joined them 2001. He rise up to become a fiscal policy partner and Africa tax leader before they appoint him to be Oga of the Tax Reform Committee. Before this position, as today, is a professor. He be professor for Babcock University for inside Ogun State and a visiting scholar for Lagos Business School. Like I just tell Kola, as Minister of State for Money Matter, that they expect say na him go run how to implement all of the tax changes where him champion, especially as government they try now to make more money and also to make economic changes deep. But with this portfolio, how can we even change people's mind to just wait and see make the guy work and forget whether na tribe matter? Just like you talk, if we get who sabi the work, we not supposed worry where they come from.
We're not supposed to worry, but Nigeria don't go past that one.
But can we go back?
We can go back, but not be a dating. It go take time. It go take time when people are pleased. When people feel like, okay, regardless of where I'm coming from, I'm getting what I deserve. Not a mentality of saying, if you no be governor of our party, some certain intervention no go come your state. So if that mentality is there for grant, people might not agree with any competency grammar we are blowing. When they have this impression, say, oh, because my governor no be your party member, because of that, you will not do some certain intervention. And the moment when my governor declares, say, I don't join your party, you now see project, federal government project going there. It means say you are not a nationalist. It means say you still believe in politics to spread of certain intervention. When we say law authority, you say regardless, make you do them seamlessly. So that mentality, I don't blame people where they nurture them, because no be one day thing. So many factors they around them where they make them feel like say they know they belong because they no carry them along. If we have a country where things just work naturally, people go hardly remember who they do this work. They will only be appreciating that work. They will even appreciate a situation whereby their brother no dey there when they know say their brother will cause trouble for them. But when people were there, there's no difference. We don't see much of difference. The next thing they will tell you is that if this is how the situation be, let my brother too go there, go fuck up. Let him go do anyhow. After all, now two where they there, now they do anyhow. May I know say I get somebody where I feel talk say the way the situation be this. So many factors are involved. This identity challenge in the country. For instance, you want to apply for so, they say, where are you from? Where is your religion? Where is this? Where is that? Some people go need to do change of name to call themselves Ahmed before they can get job in the north. Some people go need to change to Chinedu before they can get job in the south.
Even school, sir.
Even school to get admission. You have to go and change your local government identification to say you are from this also local government. I know a particular state. In fact, let me be specific. University of Ilorin. If you want to easily get admission there, you have to go to their local government to go and claim, say, you are from one of the local government in the state before they can easily give you admission. So if you have this kind of situation, you just want somebody to suddenly accept whatever you push out, it go hard. Even if the person go deliver well, even beyond reasonable doubt, it go still hard many Nigerians to accept it. The reason why we are not seeing ourselves as Nigerians, we just see ourselves as, okay, this person come from this place, come from this that place. The only time we see ourselves as Nigerians, now when we come out from the entire country and meet ourselves for Obodo Yibo.
Anyway, you don't hear they don't send the name, shall give the National Assembly, give Senate, made a screen made a confirm but I'll still say truly, truly, because of the kind of place where we be, first thing first with the think tribe, but make we sometimes sit down, look the workings of the person, and then make we give them our support, and hopefully, he no go disappoint us. But the finance ministry is still they led by Wale Edun, now be the confirmed minister, and now they run fiscal policy, revenue mobilization, debt management, and economic planning. While if Oyedele get this confirmation, he shall go work on how to they make more money for the country. And that's now one of the things where we also they really look for. Now, Kola, coming back, let's bring some updates on the situation of Nasir El-Rufai, former governor of Kaduna State. Still, that same yesterday, tourists burst out, say DSS don't grab 5 officers, from the officers, I think from the talk. Yes, Ayuba Yakubu, police officer, Murtala Inua from DSS, Najib Murtala from Nigeria Immigration Service, Musa Adamu, and Saliu Victor from Aviation Security. Those 5 officers, now they don't arrest them, hand them over to ICPC. The accusation on their head, in short, they say they confess. Say they actually collect bribe from Nasir El-Rufai. That day when he come from Egypt to airport, that they collect so that they will allow him to enter unauthorized place where he not supposed to enter, and also stop the security people from grabbing him, from doing their work and everything. Speak to this.
Yeah, the situation is not new to anybody in Nigeria, especially whenever anybody ways have been travel through airport very well.
Yeah.
We always witness this thing almost every day. It's just that, when you go favor somebody where government they look for in head, you will become a scapegoat. I wish say they fit do entire sanitation of airport system to at least redeem our image small, because at every spot everybody they expect Wetin they go collect from you at the airport. So this one to these guys now routine exercise to them, and so many factors today involved. Some of them are not fully employed, they are not on payroll, they are just there to also the normal mentality where Nigerians get, oh, go also this one, you have this one, carry bad, then dash you this, you do this, and stuff like that. So in that kind of situation, when something we don't already they used to their system, when they see that kind of opportunity, they grab it. It might not be the first time El-Rufai is giving them money. You understand? It might have gotten used to them, giving them money. They are used to collecting this money from them. This one hook their neck now because of the peculiarity of the situation. So I will want government to take this advantage to say, okay, we want to sanitize the entire system. When Keyamo came on board the other time, he been they brag, we go do this, we go do that. The ginger don't come down. Now we know they too hear much about it. But when it has to do with bribery and even beyond airports, everywhere it is. A senator came out the other time to say, before we can see President Bola Tinubu, you go settle the boys. So if we have that kind of situation, it's not new to us. It's only, they are only making big thing out of it now because El-Rufai factor. They want to deal with El-Rufai, and anybody that has a link with him or do anyhow with him, then go deal with him. That is the reason. Others can learn lesson from it, but if they want to really make the lesson to serve well, may they expand it and make it a sustainable move. Not because they are fighting El-Rufai today, they can't track the people who assist them. Many unlawful issues they go on in our airport. So can they use that same energy where they deal with person where assisted El-Rufai now? Can they use it to say, okay, we want to address the situation at our airport holistically, so that all the investors, all the people where they come to the country for the first time, they will not have this kind of a bad notion mentality about us. First impression lasts longer. If anybody won't enter your country, the only point where they go first meet, now these people will they talk about. Whatever they tell them, how they behave to them, how they manage them, now go determine how these people will generalize. Oh, say now like this Nigerians be. So at that spot, no be something where you're supposed to take lightly. And they have been seeing these things since it has been going on social media. They've been ignoring it. Now it happened to a politician where then they look for right now. They are dealing with a few number of people. So kudos to them for identifying this and dealing with these people. Unfortunately, a scapegoat because of politicians, but they should expand the scope of their discipline and make sure that the entire airport nationwide are sanitized against this corruption move.
Okay, but then also still on the El-Rufai matter, ADC and some people don't come out now. They accuse government say that they do selective justice. I mean, they try to be transparent and genuine inside the way they handle, and especially for the case of El-Rufai and Malami.
Sincerely speaking, selective justice, for now, I'm not seeing it ending in Nigeria. You know why? The people where they deal with now, then too they look. The people where they deal with somebody right now, they don't deal with them before now. The people where they deal with now, then they nurture that kind of mindset. Say, oh, it go soon reach my turn. And when it reach my turn, me too go deal with you. So it no go end. And again, it has its own advantage and again its own disadvantage. One of the disadvantages now this impression when Nigeria be they get okay, now political witch hunt, now selective waiting or whatever. The disadvantage is that you will ask yourself, how many of these former that past leaders the system have been able to bring to justice? The moment they are together, they are on the same page, nobody is investigating them. So if it is this little political enmity that will be bringing a few number of them to justice, for now, it's not supposed to be an ideal situation. But for now, the moment when you reach your turn, go answer your papa name. That is, if truly they have evidence against you. If they don't get evidence against you, put before the court, my lord, see my hands, they clean. I don't get any issues. You understand? But when it has to do with selective prosecution or whatever, it can't end for now, because if you check pattern of politicians, it gets something where they don't see as part of routine exercise for them. The moment we are approaching election year, you see this kind of situation. Anybody will be like a threat to them. They will make sure say they go open in fire to see Wetin they go use against them. After all, they are say, okay, how come they no attack Obi? How come they no carry this? How come they no do that? So it's not that those people too, it's not that they've not seen that kind of situation before, or they may not see it in future. But for now, they get evidence. Not be today, they're supposed to have started the prosecution of El-Rufai. Now, immediately after the committee set up by the state government, Kaduna state government, conclude their findings and they declare publicly, say their report or their findings to indict El-Rufai. Now, immediately, now EFCC supposed to swing into action. But they delayed it to this moment.
And even now, so because that's why I want to say, how long should these matters even last for? Because see Malami now, you go this court, they go give him bail, they go come out, they go catch her, they go give him bail. They've given him bail, I think 2-3 times, and we still did there. See El-Rufai matter, the case was supposed to come up. Now they say his own lawyer come, the lawyer of the other people no come. They don't shift her now to March 11. How long this case is supposed to last? Then let's also go back even to Kogi State. Yeah, Bello too. He was loud, seriously loud. And we sit down here now, they hear say, why even follow drag for Senate position in 2027. So why is he also not being questioned or something?
Now, Wetin I been tell you with that. If you say how long, there is no time frame for this particular case, because it's not election matters. Only election matters now they prioritize. Say, okay, at so time, this ruling must be given. The reason why then they always abandon many other cases in court. They follow one particular story about the demolition in Abuja. Since February, where they don't file for for Supreme Court, they never even called. They never even give them date for hearing up. Said 1 year, they never give them date. That was last year. We're in another year. We don't reach 1 year. They never give them date.
And these people they are displaced. They don't get where to stay.
They don't get where to stay.
Quickly settle the matter.
Now, if you now say how long, we can't define it because only the law, the judges go determine where they want sit and when next sitting will happen before they eventually finalize it. It may be 10 years, maybe whatever years. And again, the Yaya Bello where you be mentioned, don't forget, he's still an innocent. in the eyes of the law. Now innocent, now Yaya Bello be. So as he be innocent, he get right like every other Nigerian to contest for whatever until they prove, say, true, you are guilty. So based on that, for the fact, say, they understand the weakness of our judicial system, say, plenty cases there for their neck, and they don't get time to hear many of them. You definitely know, say, he can contest, he can win another election. A lawmaker won election inside prison in Nigeria. Wetin be this man name from Osun State? He was accused of killing Bola Ige. He was detained. An election was held, and he won election inside prison without mobilization, without this and stuff. So if that one happen, Yaya Bello will still get case for court. He go contest, and if he win, if the people still like him. Now you now see the imbalance of our judicial sector. When you want to come and rule us, govern us, they give time frame for ruling on any of your case and matter. But when people accuse you of misgovernance, say you don't scatter things, you don't chop our money, you don't dabaru things, the system, there's no provision of say, okay, this should be this time frame where they go judge you, where they go make sure, say, you see the wrath of the law, you experience them. And in the course of all this, before you know it, the people who even carry you, go prosecute you, you might eventually politically find your way to become their friends. And they will romance the case, and it will just die natural death. That is the imbalance we have in our country right now. The reason why these people feel like, okay, forget about it, regardless, just chop better money so that you can please settle whatever the case eventually.
Finally, before we move on, so are you saying, say, if by any chance now, maybe something happened, maybe El-Rufai or Malami just go back now to APC or begin to relate with maybe the powers that be, it's a possibility, say, this matter fee just quietly die?
It's not a possibility, it's an assurance. Possibility still get doubt inside, but assurance means say this one a must. That is what we have been witnessing. When Oshomole was APC chairman, I been talking, say, just try enter the kingdom of God, and all your sins are forgiven. And waiting be the kingdom we are talking about, APC. Will not be something where they thought, now something where we don't experience, and they will do it over and over again, not because of APC. When it was PDP, you won't see any of PDP guys being prosecuted. That is how bad the situation is in the country. So it's more of like a bad situation because they see the system, they weak, the institutions are very weak. They can't do anything on their own based on the mandate given to them. Instead, they will do things based on the dictation of people where they pay them.
Okay, they're not going to do things based on the mandate given to them. They go rather do things based on the dictation of the people where they pay them. So we keep seeing how Nigeria is going. We really hope, say one day, justice will be served and Nigerians could really get the Nigeria where they want. Now to some medical stories. The Medical and Dental Practitioners Investigation Panel with the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria, MDCN, been set up to torchlight the accusation of medical negligence inside the case of Nigerian writer Chimamanda Adichie Pikin. Now they say the investigation panel don't come out now and say truly they see some evidence of negligence and they don't suspend 3 doctors, the chief medical director of Hura Care, multi-specialist hospital, Dr. Tunde Majekodumi, and 2 other doctors them. You get, so they don't suspend those ones. And then they still say even in the torchlightment where they do, there's another, I think is another 10 doctors or so where they say they also, give some different action. They will continue investigating. Then you get 8. Where them free say nothing do them. What's your talk on this update?
The updates, they okay, at least. We always talk about scapegoats in the country. Say we need to get more scapegoats on top of many irregularities where we've been face for people to at least learn from it and sit tight and take their job seriously. Do you know my pain about this story? My pain be say, for how long things could just happen naturally without being a VIP or without being a celebrity before you can get justice in the country. This case, we have 1,001 of similar cases like this. where people don't even hear anything about them because the victims are not known. Now, my worry about this case be that they are doing their job. Meaning say, true, if negligence no dey, they fit save the life of that particular boy. We get many negligences like that nationwide. The one wey even dey more serious than this. If no be the technical experience where the family been get, including the fact that they get a medical doctor in the family, they might not be able to track all these points that they use against these guys. They will blow their grammar and they will get away with it. Just like the hospital issued a statement then, where being talked. So, but for the professional body to now come to do their torchlightment and discover, say, these people then get issues, it means, say, number one, we need to commend the council will come out to suspend these people. So, beyond the suspension, what happens? Again, it's an indictment.
Yes.
Again, this one will even help the family to pursue their case before the court of law. If the entire professional body don't already talk, say, una forehand, they will also reference this suspension now when they day court for them to get good compensation, even though any move where they won't make, you know, if you bring that boy come back to life. But at least people go learn lesson from this. And it can only, the lesson can be learned very well, perfectly okay, when they sustain this kind of move. Not you don't do it now, before you know it, we have this natural tendency of say, okay, it don't happen, we don't forget. We still move on with our normal way of doing things. But just imagine, say almost every month, this body, they review some of these cases in each hospitals nationwide. Just imagine this council create a platform to say, report a similar case on this particular platform. We will treat it accordingly. In the course of doing that, just imagine 20 health workers are suspended in a month and they sustain that kind of move every month. It will sanitize the entire process. But when we don't see people escalating matters like this, it will die down naturally and we will get more victims, and most of them, if they don't have that capacity, the competency, the capacity, the financial buoyancy to push it, to allow the matter like this, it will die down and will not get scapegoat, and victims will continue to rise.
Anyway, on top of the matter, the panel now touchlight the case. The panel with the medical council, Dental Clinic of Nigeria, the people then drop out, they don't suspend the medical director of Uracare, Majekodumi, the anesthesiologist of the hospital, Dr. Titus Ogundare, and the chief medical officer for Atlantis Pediatric Hospital, Dr. Atinuke Uwaje. And they say they not go practice medicine. They will not be doing their doctor work for Nigeria until after the medical and dental practitioners disciplinary tribunal don't relook into their matter. Like we talked, they even saw evidence of professional misconduct against 10 other doctors. The 8 other ones, now then clear, say they not do anything wrong. This now after then touchlight the complaint against all 21 doctors, checking counter affidavits, checking the testimony we then give by mouth and all of that. Say then finish this investigation for the 25th session of the panel on February 17 and 18, 2026. Anyway, you don't hear them. So the remaining investigation will continue, and once the updates they drop, we say will carry and come for you. But like Kola talk, may no just stop there. Now you don't see and say truly, if you loud matter, the joint body of medical people they carry them up. So anything now will happen, anything, not look and say leave and for God, stand up and follow up the matter so that more of our medical people can actually sit up and do what they need to do. Though again, sometimes, just like we don't even talk, say, we don't even get enough of the medical people, even the allowances, because this leads me now to even my next talk, Lassa fever. Yesterday, before yesterday, news come out, say, 5 other medical people now don't die for Benue State of this Lassa fever. And then one person will be expert for inside virus matter come out to say, people where they front line, these health workers, they are even at more danger. You not get the protective, preventive equipment, hazard allowance, like they are not really taking very good care of them. Because right now, the Nigeria Center for Disease Control and Prevention, NCDC, don't begin to raise alarm. They shout now, say the case of Lassa fever is increasing. Say right now, you don't enter 18 states, 67 local government areas, and say 28 health professionals so far right now. Now, they don't look, say, they don't catch the disease. So, what do you get to talk on this?
Yeah, we need to change our orientation anyway. Do you know why I'm saying this? Why? I will not leave it to only the fact, say they don't get enough of these materials, gadgets, right? But if you visit some medical centers in Nigeria, now Wetin I don't witness, where I don't experience well. Do you know some of our health workers, they are not even used to using this stuff. Even if you see it koro like this, they just have this impression, say, na sharp things, now I want do. All this kind of lazy body, that one they there. You get a few number of them where they always witness. Before any contact, you're supposed to wear your glove. But many of them do some of these things without adhering to it. Even when that thing is before them, koro like this. So they need to be reorientated. They need to train them. That's supposed to be the basics, right? Even person will not be a medical distance supposed to know that for you to be dealing with, you don't even, sometimes before the person even start complaining, you don't even know another thing where the person never even discovered where they in body. So elementarily, you're supposed to use some of these gadgets. Some of them is just the mentality of drivers to way road safety talk, say, now must make you use your seat belt. So that if any collision happen, you no go die. When they see road safety, they carry and they hold on like this, then they do like this. The moment we them pass, then release them. We have these kind of medical workers too inside our hospitals nationwide. Let's now come to this equipment where they not to get enough. I will prefer a situation whereby these people, I mean our medical personnel, go protest down tool only because of this. Now because I don't get gloves to work, now the reason why I know they work. But you know what they used to do? They will embark on strike because of some of these factors, and now add salary and allowance, outside allowance, this one allowance, join them. But the moment when they settle their salary, they are okay, they return back to the normal situation. So I'm waiting for that day that medical workers nationwide will say, we don't care about salary this time around. We know, say, it is important. You people supposed to talk about our allowance. But even if now pay us 1 million allowance or 10 million, if work tools no day, we are not going back. But that is not the case. They will only add some of these things to part of their demands. But the moment they settle their salary and allowances, they go back. They forget that the system, when they contract this kind of diseases and they die eventually, the system will not take care of their children and their spouse. They forget about that. But they are okay with that money they get immediately and they go back to work. So can they have that strike or protest that will only demand for tools, that will not even demand for salary or allowance? So that at least government will take them seriously. They will not say, okay, these people have money they like. The moment they settle it, the routine continues. And people are dying as a result of that. It don't make sense. We don't have these people enough. So if little affordable debt will now be the one claiming their lives, it get as it be.
So if I get what you they talk, it's not even just say no work tools. Say even most of this avoidable debt now them they cost, and say even if the tools some of them don't even use it. But coming back now to Lassa fever, you think say our way of responding Nigeria, because the NCDC now don't even they call on federal, they call on state, they call on local government. Do you think our way of response to it actually makes sense, or we still they do this? We don't care, now God give, now God take. What can we really do? Because every year, now in this Lassa fever matter, they come. Every year, now they shout, say they keep people insured. This year, they can't even keep small. So they never really to raise alarm until just of recent. And nobody seems to be doing anything. Like they mentioned, 18 states, Bauchi, Ondo, Taraba, Edo, Benue, even these 5 states alone hold 80% of the cases so far. Health people now they die past. They say like as they are now 28 confirmed cases, 3 deaths so far this season. What more can we do? Are we doing enough, or we are not even doing anything at all?
No, they won't tell you they are not doing anything. But if it is not materializing to result, we need to at least do more to make sure say things work well. It's not only Lassa fever, but when we because I was talking about Lassa fever now, we talk about emergency response in Nigeria. You know, say they weak. some of these things we know the season are dry season. Now it always they well pronounced. Then go tell you say me no chop bush meat. Even the bush meat sellers too go protest say no be like that, this and that. So it's just for everybody to take care of their hygienic situation. They need to prioritize it during this dry season because of this Lassa fever. The way rat, they always enter people's house. Anyhow, if you leave your food open, if the rats don't already contract the disease, they can't come piece inside your garri, you know. You see doing leg, you don't shake them, I beg, or you use hand, you take comot am, you fetch them, you drink them, and stuff like that. It can cause this kind of a problem. And again, when health workers can't they expose through their engagement with some of these patients, it gets as it be too. So government need to take proactive measures to say, okay, we recorded so cases last year, we need to reduce it this year. So number of deaths last year, we need to reduce it this year. Till when it go reach the time where we not go even get any of those cases again. So we hope that they can be able to do that, but now just normal way of say, okay, the time now, the flooding time now, in the next few months now, we're going to talk about flood, we'll go leave Lassa fever. We have season for some of these issues where we always battle earthwise. And the stakeholders understand the timetable of some of these issues. So why must they wait till it happen before intervention is taking place? The intervention sometimes not even by buying things, is by educating Nigerians what to do, what they don't need to do, the reminder and what have you. So when we have that kind of collective effort, we reduce the number of cases where we record yearly.
Okay, so Oga of NCDC, don't talk say make them do financial protection, make them reduce late presentation, contact healthcare workers to also get high rate of suspicion, obey the IPC guidelines. Now, it tell public people, I beg country people, keep your environment clean. Keep your environment clean. Stop rats from to they enter your house. Learn food safety. They cover your food. They keep them well. And then if you don't they see some symptoms, quick, find early medical care. Say this Lassa fever, you can treat it. You can treat it, and they get better result if you catch them early. Say Nigeria also they respond to other diseases like cerebrospinal meningitis, diphtheria, mpox, cholera. All these na things then where we say they affect us right now. And in case say you really need to call the NCDC emergency line, they're not they pay, it's toll free. Now 6232. 6232. Call NCDC to report suspected cases and also get more information. Caller, in conclusion this morning?
Yeah, in conclusion, let's go back to our tax Oga. We don't become minister right now.
They don't become king. Say what is screen, they have not confirmed me now.
Forget about that.
So it's just
they don't become. After all, you know the way they happen when you don't go to that side. When you just talk, okay, we're expecting good things from him, but may no overdo, may no impose things where go they affect poor Nigerians. He don't give us impression. Say most of him policy as a committee now rich people now in the target. So we are hoping now when they don't give him a bigger assignment, go make sure say every single line of that policy now how it go take better poor Nigerians, not how they go hard burden to poor Nigerians.
Thank you so much, Kolawole Omoni, for the show.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you so much, Nigeria. Say you can Gidigba with us to take care, carry us from the hour of 9 o'clock up until this time. But I beg, make a date with us again tomorrow for another wonderful edition. But before all of that, just continue to reach out to us, enjoy us, follow us, subscribe to us, like us, and share our programs on social media. You can see us on all platforms with the at Christ Said Radio TV. Yes, at Christ Said Radio TV. On our website with the www.christsaidradioandtv.com. Till we come your way tomorrow, my name na Princess Anyana. God bless you. God bless Nigeria.